Welcome to the 8 Weeks to a Healthier You challenge. Congratulations on completing 7 glorious weeks of this challenge. What an achievement! This week, we will recap all of the concepts learned in the previous weeks so that we're able to understand and remember this information better. Week 1 set the stage for setting yourself up for success. We discussed healthy weight loss, which is about half a pound to 1 pound per week. This is because this is more realistic, safe, as well as sustainable in the long term. We also talked about SMART goals, which are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-bound goals. We also practiced setting SMART goals every week, and we want you to continue doing this through your journey. The buddy system was the last thing that we talked about. So this means getting somebody else involved, such as a family member or a friend, who can support you through this journey. Carbohydrates are the body's preferred fuel source, and it comprises of grains and starches such as rice, potatoes, pasta, roti, etc. Fruit, milk, and yogurt are also examples of carbohydrates. Other foods such as cookies, pop, chips are also examples of carbohydrates, but they're not recommended because they're quite high in fat, sugar, calories, and have very little nutritional value. Remember, you're aiming for about a quarter of a cup or a fist size of carbohydrates at every meal. If we move on to protein, protein is required for the repair, maintenance, as well as the building of the body's cells and tissues. Protein sources include meat as well as meat alternatives. If you're having meat, it's preferable to choose lean meat such as chicken, turkey, and fish. Vegetarian sources of protein include things such as beans, sprouts, lentils, nuts, soy, etc. One serving of protein is the size of your palm and the thickness of your little finger. Last but not least, vegetables. They're great because they add bulk to your diet without adding a lot of extra calories or carbohydrates. We want to consume at least 2 handfuls of vegetables at every single meal. Week 3 focused on finding the hidden sugars in your diet and substituting them for healthier options. An example is switching out sugary yogurts and yogurt drinks with plain yogurt with fruit or some low-fat milk. Another example is switching out the dried fruits in your diet, such as dried apricots and raisins, with a quarter of a cup of plain unsalted nuts or roasted chickpeas. If you're a fan of juice or pop, we recommend that you substitute it with plain water or sparkling water. You can add lemon, lime, strawberries, anything that you like to flavor the water a little bit. You can even have no sugar added herbal teas instead of having juice or pop. High sugar cereals, granola bars, or muffins can be substituted with granola bars and cereals that contain less than 7 grams of sugar per serving and more than 4 grams of fiber per serving. Remember that sugary sauces, sugar, brown sugar, honey, jaggery, and agave syrup are all the same, so they are not a substitute for regular white sugar. Week 4 was all about physical activity and actually moving towards a healthier you. The secret of a healthy lifestyle is to balance the energy input as well as the energy output, and physical activity helps to do that along with eating healthy. Physical activity has a lot of other healthy benefits as well. These include lowering the risk of heart disease, stroke, type 2 diabetes, blood pressure, high cholesterol, obesity, as well as osteoporosis. Amongst other benefits are a reduction in stress levels, increased energy levels, and better overall health. There are different types of physical activity, so let's talk about all of them. First up is aerobic exercise. So this is exercise which increases your heartbeat. The recommended amount for aerobic exercise is 150 minutes of moderate to vigorous aerobic exercise per week. Aerobic activity includes things such as fast-paced walking, running, jogging, dancing, swimming, etc. Next up is resistance exercise, which uses muscle strength to move against weights. This is done in repetitions. Examples include weight training and the use of resistance bands. The recommended amount of resistance exercise is doing this 2 to 3 times per week in sets of 2 to 3 and repetitions of 8 to 12. You can find examples of resistance exercise on the Diabetes Canada website. Last but not least is stretching. Stretching increases strength, increases flexibility, and also prevents injury. Examples include yoga, stretching, as well as Pilates. Remember, it is very important to discuss with your doctor before starting any kind of exercise regimen. Week 5 was all about stress and sleep, as both are contributors to weight gain. A lack of sleep basically results in your body craving more food the next day, and then your body requiring a larger volume of food to feel satisfied. Stress causes weight gain because of a hormone called cortisol. If you're stressed out and there's more cortisol in your body, basically your body craves more sugar and fatty foods. We discussed the acronym Get Stress Fit in Week 5. To learn more about this acronym, we encourage you to review the Week 5 PowerPoint presentation for more details. Week 6 talked about mindful eating. We discussed factors that contribute to mindless eating, as well as other distractors in our environment. We also talked about emotional eating and discussed a few concepts of mindfulness, such as not rushing through meals, cooking and eating in a good mood, not multitasking while eating because this usually leads to a larger intake, sitting at a real table while eating meals, and most importantly, respecting our body and our health. Strategies for a healthy home and a healthy work environment were also discussed. Week 7 focused on healthy beverages. We discussed the importance of hydration and the strategies to keep yourselves hydrated. Water is the best way to hydrate ourselves as it's calorie-free. We can flavor it with things like mint, strawberries, lemon, lime, and other citrus fruits. Fruit juices have a lot of sugar, hence it's recommended that we replace them with solid fruit instead. Sports drinks are only recommended if you've been sweating quite a bit or if you've been exercising for more than 45 minutes. Energy drinks are not recommended as they're quite high in sugar. What a journey it's been! We want to thank you for being part of this amazing journey with us, and we really hope that we have supported you in helping you to achieve your goals. Remember that all of these strategies that we talked about are not for a temporary time span. These are habits that we want you to incorporate into your life and carry forward for the rest of your life. We wish you the very best.